Hello everyone, my name is Vishal Narayan Mane. I am from Nipani, Karnataka. I was completed MA with English as a specialization. I was also completed B.Ed with English pedagogy. Last year I was working as an assistant professor at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Mahavidyalaya, Pet, Vadagaon. And now we will discuss what is meant by figure of speech and some important figure of speech which is we will use in the poem and in the written extract. So without wasting our valuable time, we will discuss what is meant by figure of speech. Well, first of all, I would like to draw your attention some definition of figure of speech. Figure of speech, it is an expression that means something different than the literal meaning of the word. When we compose any poem, we use varieties of word. We use numbers of word, lots of word, which is have a different meaning. A writer convey the thought through the different idea, to different using with different words. So that is one of a major definition of figure of speech. Then another one is figure of speech use a decorate poem or written extract. We use figure of speech as a uh, decorative purpose, and we decorate the poem with using some new words, align words, which is having a different meaning, and it is built a foregrounded meaning to that particular poem. Another one is a word or expression used not for its original meaning, but it is an imaginative way to make a special effect. Why we use figure of speech in the poem? Because of the special, we create or we produce a special effect to the poem. So that's why we use figure of speech in the poem. Metaphor. In this figure of speech, there is a direct comparison between the two objects, between the two things. Poets want to convey message to the readers through the poem. In that particular poem, poets use various comparisons. So, metaphor is a direct comparison. Example, life is struggle. Life is nothing but struggle, but life is compared to struggle, directly compared to the struggle. Your face is moon. Your face is a moon. So there is two things, your face and moon. There is a comparison between the two things without using any elements. So that is one of the major important figure of speech. Simile, exactly opposite to metaphor. When we saw metaphor is a direct comparison between the two objects, in the case of simile, there is an indirect comparison between the two objects. When we came across some example, we will definitely understand what is meant by simile. Vishal is as strong as Rahul. So in the simile, there is some words when we use again and again as, like. So such a type of word came across any context of any poem. Definitely, poets use a simile as a figure of speech in that particular personification. In this figure of speech, poet personified inanimate thing behave like an animate thing, like a human being. For example, whipping clouds. Cloud is a whipping. So whipping is a speciality of human being and cloud is an inanimate thing. So there is a combination between animate and inanimate thing in that particular poem. Alliteration. In this type of figure of speech, there is a repetition of initial sound of a word into the same line or next line into that particular poem. Example, my love is like a red, red rose. So RR is repeated into the same line. Another example is, I want a saw seeds on the moon. So yes, yes is repeated into the same line. It develops a rhythmic tone to the poem. A repetition. There is a very thin line between alliteration and repetition. In the case of alliteration, there is a repetition of initial sound, and in the repetition, there is a repetition of whole word into the next line or the same line. Example, just a smile. little man, just a smile. So just a smile, just a smile. So the repetition of same word into the same line or next line. So that is a speciality of repetition. Repetition of whole word in the case of repetition, and repetition of initial word, that is a alliteration.